Welcome back to the 5th episode of Soul Sharing with Empress Lysa. What a joy to receive you here. I hope that you've had some fun going through the previous episodes of Soul Sharing. It's so nice to be able to share this sacred information. I remember when I was first prompted to have this conversation, when in my private work I was mentoring other healers and seeing how valuable it was for them to hear some of the strategic things that I had done in my own business, and then to see them apply that information and get results, either attracting new clients or expanding their reach or feeling more comfortable showing up. What was so beautiful for me was that I realized that it's such sacred service to be able to share these ideas. So thank you so much for being here and receiving this from me. It's such a joy for me to share it. What I'm reading out for you are actually the notes from a series of emails that I created from my soul sharing guide. I really wanted to share the concepts that allowed me to prosper on purpose. So you'll see a link below if you want to grab that guide. It's such a wonderful way to be able to find out how to share more of who you are to attract your ideal clients. In this episode, what we're really talking is about heart sharing. And this is like my #1 all-time favorite topic, I think. There are a lot. And I think it's so important to be able to learn how to professionally share the truth of who we are, share our sacred offerings, share the sacred concepts that we know can allow other people to transform and improve their own lives. I think the tricky thing is vulnerability. And 2 episodes ago, I spoke about Avluk, authentic leader. I'm trying to remember now. Authentic, vulnerable leader who conquers. And I spoke about how important it is to really clarify that point of vulnerability, that if you go too far on one side where you're actually in volatility and uncertainty in the moment, that it's not conducive to inspiring other people, because then they're kind of more enmeshed and entrained into the emotional experience of what you're experiencing right now. Being able to seek out the support that you need and move through some of your own challenges, and then be able to reflect back on your vulnerable moments. They're the moments that really are so charged with love and with light, that those who are really seeking to find how to conquer their own problems and rise up upon their own challenges really find the most inspiring. And I've been thinking about the words of marketing, sales, and service, and I really don't like any of them. And I think what I personally believe is that marketing is soul sharing or heart sharing, and that, sales is actually, I never actually sell. I'm so clear when I show up on my social media platforms about who I am and what I believe and why I believe in that when I'm actually having a beautiful conversation with someone interested in my work, I'm just tuning into whether the timing is right for them, and whether asking them if they feel that I'm the right person for them at the time. There actually isn't a sale. There's no selling. The selling is the selling of concepts. The selling is actually authentically showing up and really allowing people to feel the truth of who you are, your integrity, your truthfulness, your dedication and devotion to your sacred purpose. These are the things that we're actually selling conceptually in every way that we show up, everywhere, online and offline. And it's that actually allows clients to walk closer to us, because they're deeply convinced that we are in alignment with our sacred work, and that we do have extraordinary value to share with them, and that we do have some of the solutions to some of the major challenges that they're facing, and that we want to make it faster and easier for them. So service would be the other word that we think of. Service, for me, it's heart sharing again. It's inviting my clients to open up their hearts as I open up mine. And the most fascinating thing that I noticed in my work, that emerging as a healer 2 years ago, that I released my own book as I debuted, in that kind of coming out of the spiritual closet as a healer. And what I didn't know is that sharing stories, very intimate stories, a story of losing my first little baby boy at only 8 or 9 weeks, and being able to open up and share that with people, what happened was that as clients were drawn in to work with me, they could actually confide in me. and reveal that they too had experienced the loss of a baby, the loss of a child, the loss of a pregnancy. And what I realized was that in this world there's so much guardedness, and that guardedness invites more guardedness. And as a healer, I feel my sacred role is to make space where people can open up and share the truth of who they are. If I don't lead by example, I'm energetically not supporting my clients to do that. And if you're familiar with the mirror concept, what I believe is that everything outside of us is a reflection of who we are. So as I give myself permission to be vulnerable and to share from my heart the real experiences that I've had from a place of real love and genuinely wanting to help other people, is that is reflected back, that the right people who resonate with that message draw near to me and confide in me. That there are so many people that send me private messages or send me emails and just share beautiful sacred things about themselves with me, and it's a real honor in my work. And I witness people who are working with me and people who are not working with me, as well as people who are contemplating working with me. And I think it's such a sacred experience to be able to know that as you lead, as the professional, as the healer, creative, coach, you know, in your power, in your truth, as you lead and come forward, I know that you will have had those beautiful moments where clients open up and they do the same for you. And I want to invite you to do that. I want to invite you to acknowledge the percentage to which you're doing that right now, and check in with yourself and ask yourself, what's the degree to which I'm allowing myself to open my heart and share myself with my social media platforms, with my clients, with my prospective clients. And as you feel into that, whether it's 10 or 30%, 50%, 90%, 100%, what I want you to gauge is, what shift would you like to create for yourself? Obviously, if you're at 100%, I bow to you and I honor you with deep, deep praise and thankfulness that you are sharing your heart with the world. Thank you. And any percentage lower than that, go ahead and go, would I like to step 1% more in, or 5%, or 10%, or 50% more, and just check in with yourself. You'll feel and you'll know. You'll be able to sense what's right for now. And I know that as you do this, that you will have the most powerful impact on the world. There was a time when I thought that my soul work was the place where I grew. How I showed up in a client session was a huge source of growth for me. And what I've realized was that that's not entirely true. That my marketing, or in other words, as I like to call it, my soul sharing, is the most powerful way that I grow in my business. Because as I confront my own fears, and as I allow myself to be seen by those who I have never met, and allow myself to impart some of the most valuable information that I've been blessed to receive, I feel myself growing, I feel myself expanding. And that's a real gift for me. And I hope it's a gift for you, because I am here to grow and expand into all that I can be. And if you're the same, then I just know that soul sharing is such a beautiful concept for you, to be able to allow yourself to reveal more of who you are in your business, to attract your most delicious, ideal clients, and become more recognized and sought after in your field. I'm very excited that it's only 1 week tomorrow until my new Align and Shine course begins. So if you are curious about whether this could be valuable for you, there is a link below to book a heart gaze session where we can connect for 30 minutes and you can reflect to me whether this feels right for you, and I can answer any of your questions and reflect some of my insights as I tune into my heart and read your precious heart and the energy of your business, and make suggestions on how you can align more fully, clearly, and completely in your business. I just love being here sharing this beautiful information with you. If you found it valuable, I would really love it if you could give it a thumbs up. It's so lovely to be able to see the sacred sharing recognized, so that other people seeking similar ideas can see that it has touched somebody else. If you want to hear more about this, this is the channel for it. So I'll be releasing more episodes around this, but I will also be sharing more about how we can heal our own hearts to step into our power and have a powerful impact on this beautiful world. If you want to hear more about that, please subscribe. I'd love to see you around again more. My love is with you. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah. Lots of love from Empress Lysa.